Good morning, Cancer. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. This is your March monthly forecast for, of course, March 2022. Thank you so very much for liking and subscribing, for commenting, for sharing, and for hitting the notification button. So let's see what March has in store for you. And it's the moment I started doing this, the moment I press play, my head is throbbing. So don't be surprised if March brings a little bit of headache into your reality. Oh my goodness gracious me. All right, cards are flying all over the place. So there's quick moving energy coming in. There's a rebirth, a death of something. There's the Ace of Swords. So it seems like there is this cutting old cords, right? Removing yourself from situations or thoughts or feelings that no longer serve a purpose in your life. And you're being very much pushed into it, right? But from the other side, there are these ideas that Spirit has kind of bestowed on you, like the hand of Spirit has come down and said, hey, we have these great ideas and we want you to kind of, take it and kind of move forward with it. And then we have the World card, a new chapter starting, right? We have the full moon here. So a new chapter, one door closes, another door opens. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So you seem to be holding back a little bit, kind of not really giving all of yourself to these ideas, even though there's this new chapter that's happening, even though you've gone through this rebirth process, if you will. You've been kind of thrown into it. It's like somebody said, okay, so either do this or I'm out, right? Either this has to be done or I'm not going to deal with this anymore. So it feels like you were just thrown into this transformational process, making big decisions, cutting off people and cutting off things that no longer serve, cutting cords, going through a new door, the World card, the new chapter, having these ideas of starting something new, having these ideas of really trusting in the universe and trusting yourself to make the right decisions as you walk through this door of this new chapter. But then there is this, the Four of Pentacles brings about stability and abundance, but it's also you feeling like you have to hold things very close, like you don't want anyone to know like what your plans are or what you're doing yet, right? So now we have the energy. So there's a storm warning here, there's strength here, there's hostilities here. Okay, so when we go through a time of transformation, of death, of rebirth, of changing, of new beginnings, sometimes there is this, it can't be helped, we shake things up, right? And so that's where the storm warning and the hostilities come in. There will always be people who will want you to do something different than what you're doing. And sometimes you have to defend yourself. Sometimes you have to, stand up for yourself and say what you got to say and do what you got to do and take those ideas that you have and walk through a new door. And if you have to leave people behind when doing that, well, that is the consequences of getting out of a funk. That's the consequences of getting out of the stagnant place that does nothing for you. I feel that you've spent too long in this one place, in this one headspace, right? So you're being projected to make a decision. What has to go? What has to change? So you've already had the ideas of what has to go and what has to change. Now you're just implementing them. And you're trusting, you're going through that door and you're trusting that everything will work out. And yes, there'll be hostilities and storm warnings because, or storms or issues, because change brings that about 99.9% of the time. It's an upheaval. That's what change is. Change is a tower card. Change is an upheaval. The best thing to come out of it, though, is that you have a solid foundation to build from when everything is all said and done. So find the strength to make it through this potentially chaotic time, and the willpower and the love for yourself to follow through with what you're doing, right? This could have to do with your career, and see the truth in what you're doing, okay? Some people may tell you that you're being forced into this, making this decision. Some people may tell you that you are making it too suddenly. Some people may tell you that by making this decision, you'll fail. The only person who knows the truth here is you. So by illuminating these ideas, by illuminating this being projected in, by cutting these cords, by illuminating all of that, and seeing it for what it is, by going within and really asking, right? Connecting with source and yourself and saying, is this what I should be doing at this moment? Well, the world card says it is, and the death card says it is, and the strength card says it is. Having the strength to go through all of this, and the willpower to love yourself and to know by making this change brings upon something possibly better in your life, right? And knowing that as your truth has the potential of putting you above and beyond everyone who is waiting for that sign, but not being open to that sign, right? When Spirit says, okay, waiting around for that perfect time, enough is enough, and projects you into, cutting cords and seeing your situation for what it is, and moving forward and moving ahead and moving and taking those ideas that you've had for quite some time and putting them forward. When Spirit does that, you know that you've been, that you've been sitting in a place of insecurity or doubt for way too long. So now you're being asked to have the willpower and the love for yourself to get shit moving. And yeah, it's going to be chaotic. Change always is 9 times out of 10, but you know the truth and you know what you have to do, and that's okay. You're building, and now don't go out and yelling out to the world, oh, look, Spirit projected this, and the Spirit projected me into this time of renewal or rebirth and death, and now I'm taking my ideas and I'm picking up everything and I'm leaving, right? Gonna go find a new adventure in life. Gonna go find something worth living for. I don't, sometimes telling people your plans isn't the best thing, because people like to make drama. What is it called? Artificial drama. They like to make artificial drama. They like to cause chaos and hostilities. And maybe that is where the hostilities and chaos is coming from. Maybe the storm warning and the hostilities isn't coming from you making this decision. Maybe it's coming from you telling too many people, and you're not taking the heed of the 4 of Pentacles, which is keeping things to yourself. You're out there telling everybody, and people make your life a living heck or hell, whichever one you want to use. So keep things close, maybe. Don't go spreading your word just yet. Know your truth. This could be a change in career. Have the willpower and love for yourself to kind of do this. Go for it. Make that change. Make it happen. It's time. It's time. It's been long. It's been time. It's long past time. Now Spirit is saying, okay, well, something has to move. And if you're not moving, then I'll help you out a little bit. So enjoy the journey. Enjoy the ride. Have faith and confidence in source and Spirit, or your higher self, your angels, your guides, God, if you will. And don't let the hostilities and the chaos that comes from this put you back to where you were. Have the willpower and the love for yourself to know the truth of what this change will bring you. And I think it'll bring you a more solid foundation than you're on right now. All right, Cancer, until next time, much love to you. Bye.